Hey everybody, welcome back to Stand Up Underground Podcast. Sorry for missing last week, yo, but I'm only human and lost my voice to a cold for a while. But hey, I'm Ice Wolf, recording from sunny San Diego, and today I'm bringing a common topic for a lot of people, especially the hard workers: anger issues. Hey, not the fine kind, okay? We're not talking about where you punch pillows in a group session. No. I'm talking about the slow burning, quiet resentment that builds when you constantly the person everybody turns to and almost never get thanked for it. Yep, the same one you see in every action movie or maybe horror movie where the actor has a face so red it looks like a tomato. But hey, that is all acting, okay? But this topic is all real. This one's personal. I gotta be straight with you guys. I won't deny that. If you ever felt underappreciated at work, emotionally stretched thin from helping everyone, or like your effort is invisible, this episode for you. Anger isn't always loud explosions. That's the first. Sometimes it's quiet. It's the slow simmer of doing everything right and still feeling invisible. For me, it started as the family tech fixer. I've told you guys, I'm the guy everyone calls when their printer won't work, their Wi-Fi dies, or their phone starts speaking in Spanish. And I show up, I fix it, explain patiently, and then I get a casual, "Thanks, Wolfie," before they go back to treating me like their personal IT department. That pattern doesn't stay at home, okay? It follows me into work as well. Tech support role? Perfect. Everyone needs something fixed, everyone has an emergency, and when it's solved, radio silence until the next crisis. The anger isn't about the work itself, though. It's the lack of basic gratitude. You start keeping score in your head even when you don't want to. But what can you do? People tell me, breathe in and out, count to 10. Bro, the times people push my buttons on a daily basis would make me count to 100 and still wouldn't be enough. Work anger is the worst kind because you can't yell. You have to stay professional while quietly dying inside. You pour your energy into projects, stay late, cover for people, fix problems before anyone even notices they exist. And then you get a generic, "Good job, team," in that all-hands meeting while someone else takes credit. Yes, I'm happy to jump on the last-minute request that should have been planned 3 weeks ago. No problem at all. Meanwhile, your brain is screaming, "I have said this thing multiple times this month and no one has said a single genuine thank you." The worst is when you become the default helper. People stop even trying to solve things themselves. They just forward you the email with, "Wolfie, can you take a look?" You start feeling like a vending machine. But put in problem gets a solution. No appreciation, just the next request. And because you're good at it, they keep coming back. It becomes expected. The moment you set a boundary, suddenly you're not a team player. But that's how machines malfunction. They get overworked, but no maintenance is done on them whatsoever. So what follows? The breakdown. Yeah, I'm talking about the moment when the worker blows a fuse. It's done. And you see the scene in movies where the guy goes, "I can't take it anymore!" Yep. Then throws everything off the desk, goes up to the manager, and you can imagine the rest from there. You've seen the movies, you've seen the shows. It always ends up bad with enough swear words to make a sailor blush. As the family tech fixer, this hits especially hard, though. Everyone needs you. Mom can figure out her iPad. Dad's printer is possessed. Cousins need help with their phones. Friends hit you up at 10 p.m. because their laptop died right before a deadline. You help because you care, but after a while, the lack of gratitude starts to burn. Sure, I can help you transfer those 8,000 photos again, even though I showed you how last month. You give your time, your knowledge, your patience, and you get thanks, you're the best. Which feels nice for 6 seconds until the next request comes in with zero acknowledgement that you have your own life. At work, it's the same. You become the go-to person for every technical issue, every last-minute save, every quick question that turns into an hour of your life. And when review time comes, meets expectations. that quiet resentment builds. You start feeling used, invisible, like your effort is the bare minimum they expect, never something to be genuinely appreciated. So let me assure you that when you hear the phrase, that was the last straw, it means that was the last ounce of patience I had for you people. You think I'm replaceable? Good luck finding someone who will do my job and still feel like the mule who carries the team on its shoulders without shouting at HR. See, I'm at that point. I'm only halfway through this and I'm already losing my mind. You should see me at work though. This kind of anger though doesn't explode. It leaks. You become irritable with people you love. You snap over small things. Your sleep suffers. Your motivation dies. You start resenting the very people you're helping, which makes you feel guilty, which makes you angrier. It's a vicious cycle. The more you help without boundaries, the more stretched thin you become, and the more anger builds. I got a story for you, okay? About 5 years ago, this leaking anger started showing every time I got home after work. I complained that it was a rough day because my manager tells me I need to help a coworker who is lagging behind. Hello, I'm a worker, not a supervisor that needs to train the new guy on how to make a spreadsheet for the week. But the thing is, my father had the nerve to go ahead and tell me to stop complaining because I should be grateful I have a job and I'm still walking. I actually wanted to take a swing at him for telling me that after asking me to help him set up his phone 2 days before that. They will always be nice when they need help, but act like I'm a drama queen for working. That's not being dramatic. That's me venting some frustration so I don't snap and show up at the 8 o'clock news. What am I doing now, you wonder, though? I'm still working on this. The only real progress I've made comes from 3 things. Well, actually, make that 4. I just forgot about the 4th one, but you'll see why. Setting boundaries. Politely saying, I can help with that tomorrow instead of dropping everything. And if they can't accept that, that's what union representatives and human resources are for. Asking for appreciation. Not in a needy way, but hey, I put a lot of time into this. I love to hear your thoughts. Especially when it's that coworker who you help that asks you if they can take you out for drinks as thank you after work. Recognizing my own worth. Reminding myself that being the helpful person is a strength, not an obligation that others get to exploit. Believe me, this is the hardest one to work on. And channeling that anger. That's the thing. Why do you think I do this podcast? Stand-up comedy is one of the little things that really gets my temper out. And I do mean get it out of me. I'm not just having a laugh at my problems. I get you poor listeners to bring my free therapy for about 10 minutes a week. It's hard. I still slip up. But every time I protect my energy, that anger shrinks a little. But what else can we do? Therapy is expensive. Complaining to others only makes them angry. And last time I wrote in a journal, I'm pretty sure I almost opened a gate to hell by accident with everything I wrote on it. I swear, you start writing symbols out of anger and you somehow make a pact with some demon from hell. Find your escape. Just make sure it doesn't create a problem for someone else as well. So yeah, anger issues. Anger issues, especially the quiet kind that comes from giving too much and getting too little back. I'm Ice Wolf, still learning how to say no without feeling guilty. If you're feeling underappreciated and stretched thin, you're not alone. We're all carrying some version of this. Thanks for listening to this venting but honest episode. If it made you feel seen, subscribe, rate the show, and maybe tell someone who helps you how much you appreciate them. I'm logging off before I get angry at my own script for being too real, although that may be a little bit too late. This is Sup. You've been listening to Sup, and good luck protecting your sanity tomorrow. I'm Ice Wolf, your host, signing off. Good night.